What's going on, y'all? It's me again, Sam Stillwell, and I got a special story for y'all today. I kind of touched on it in my other video, but I wanted to give y'all the full experience, man. I need y'all to really know what I was dealing with. So the first week, I'm in the house. Now, first of all, as I was moving in, was the first time I heard and actually saw something. I didn't know what it was. So that's when I went and started sealing up all these holes and stuff. I was freaking out, y'all. I was freaking out. I was sealing stuff, doing unnecessary stuff, spending money. I was emotional at that point because I'm trying to move in and get comfortable, and I got this issue I gotta deal with. But anyway, once I moved in, my first night, let's go into it. I'm in the bed and I hear, and I'm like, first of all, it's an older house, so it's creaks and pops, and I'm just now living here. This is my first time living in the old house too, so I'm hearing a million noises. But this noise, I'm like, hold up. This is in the ceiling, and this is above my head. Then, all of a sudden, they get to gnawing. This is like, I don't even know how to describe the sound. Imagine somebody, like a piece of wood that's peeling, and somebody just like, I'm hearing that above my head. I'm trying to sleep, and it's so loud, like I can't go to sleep. And it was just points where I got so tired, and I'd be falling asleep, and I hear, and I'm like waking up in the middle of the night. I couldn't get no sleep for weeks, y'all. So after a week or two, I finally get professional service. They brought out poison and things, and actually the noises went away in the ceiling. I didn't hear them above my head in the bedroom, so I was able to actually get some sleep. But I still heard them elsewhere. So I go, you know what I'm saying, I'm hearing them, I'm walking around, and I hear them in the kitchen sometimes, in the ceiling still, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just let the poison do its job and wait. So one day, not that long after, maybe 1 or 2 days after the poison was set, I'm in the bed on my laptop, and I hear a noise, y'all. Now I said I hear a million noises every day, but this noise was different. This noise, I said, okay, something got through. It was like, like something got through the wall, like something bit through. I knew something bit through. So it took me about 10 minutes to actually make myself get up and go check. I already had a piece of wood by the bed. I grabbed that piece of wood, and I'm tiptoeing in the kitchen. And I get to the kitchen door, or like the opening, and I like peek my head over a little bit, and I see this dude on the ground, like under the sink, not in the cabinet, but on the ground, like in the gap where there's a little ledge. This dude is, I'm just looking at him because it's my first time ever seeing a rat, right? And I'm just looking at him. And this dude got the nerve to come closer. People told me rats and mice were shy. They don't want to be seen. This dude, first of all, when I peeked over the thing, he's sitting there looking this way. I peek, he look at me like this. And I'm sitting there just looking at him. Then he gonna come closer. So I'm like, this dude disrespected me in my house, man. So I had to do the granddaddy stomp and be like, get open up out of here, basically. And then he went, and I saw him. He went behind the stove, and I heard him crawl up in the stove. And I'm like, he was moving his stuff. I don't know where he went. Bottom line, I couldn't find him. I was looking around the kitchen of where he could have came through. Closed up all them gaps. 2 days later, I had it was the re-inspection for the pet service. And I was sick. I just so happened to be sick at this time. I had the flu. So he come and he like checking out the spots, And I told him about what happened, and he's sniffing around the stove. He's like, oh yeah, he's in there. He smelled the rat. He said, oh, that's not a mouse, that's a rat. Dude knew the difference in the smell. So I'm like, okay, I didn't smell it. My nose my smelling is not good because I'm sick. So we sitting there kind of taking the stove apart a little bit. He couldn't find it. So he ended up leaving after he was done. And we suspected of where the only other spot could be at. So we go under once he leave, I'm like, okay, I gotta take this whole stove apart. I start taking it all apart. But then something say, check in the back of the stove one more time. Just one more time. So I start taking the back parts off. I'm in there looking in the back, like I don't see nothing with a flashlight. I back my head out and realized my head was right by the rat. It was right here when I was looking. Dude crawled up in like a crease, and I could show y'all like a little video. I'm gonna insert a little video or a picture in here to show y'all what I'm talking about. Dude was in a crease. I had to take one of my long sticks, get him out that crease. Dude hit the ground. That thing was so fat, y'all. Oh my God, that was my first time seeing a rat. Man. So, after that was all over, after days are going by, I'm still hearing rats. They gnawing in the wall in the kitchen. And then that's when I started hearing them hitting the dishwasher. So I'm like, it sounded like they just boom, boom behind the dishwasher. So eventually I mustered up the courage to actually disconnect the dishwasher, pull it out. I had to learn how to do that. Pull it out. Come to find out, I'm gonna put a picture in here. Years of poop was under the dishwasher. Years of poop. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, the stove. When we took apart the stove, I'm gonna put a picture in here. When the property was vacant, there was a whole bunch of holes and stuff that nobody took care of. So apparently they was and when it was cold, they was freely going in and out of the kitchen, getting in the stove and into the insulation and living in there. So, man, that's pretty much the story for that. After that, I still heard him in the wall behind the dishwasher. When I put out the dishwasher, found the nest. I found the rat nest where they was going every night, almost twice a day, going back there gnawing real loud. I'm talking about you could hear it throughout the whole apartment. I got time this week. I'm gonna get to you. Hell up in here, man. So I let that go on for a few days because honestly, y'all, I got tired of dealing with it, and I didn't want to see another rat. I ain't gonna lie, I've been acting scared, but so he was gnawing, and one day I just mustered up the courage to, after I had closed off the hose, I built up the courage to actually go back there and put some poison, and I did. That night, the second night, I believe, after I put the poison, oh my God. Scary night, y'all, scary. I heard them dudes screaming. I heard them running around screaming. I don't know where and I don't know why. I was in the room with my door closed. I heard them screaming, y'all. And I was like, Lord, I'm gonna just deal with this one night because that means they dying. Next few days, I still heard them back there gnawing. But eventually, 2 days later, no more gnawing. I think it's the poison. It could be because it's getting warmer. All I know is it's gone, y'all. I finally got rid of the rats.